Hi there. Basically, I don't know, based on lies, if you can catch them in a lie like that, but I can tell you one thing is for sure that Obama would not ever in a million years ever declare that George W. Bush had an inside something to do with 9/11 and it's a government conspiracy and the the U.S. George Bush presidency had something directly connected to do with 9/11. You hear these people talking all these different conspiracies and lies and stuff like that. That Obama, I guarantee, I double, triple, flipple dog dare Obama to come out and publicly say, like that Kanye West guy shows his ass all the time and says some of the most ridiculous shit I've ever heard in my life. Come out and have Obama say 9/11 was an inside job. George Bush had something to do with it, and he's the inside perpetrator, traitor of America. I double dog dare you. From all their conspiracies to even criticizing the 9/11 Commission book, which I read, and all I remember reading in there was it consistently talking about the Bill Clinton presidency that was 8 years. 8 years. Like Obama has been in there for 8 years now. So there's no telling what kind of 9/11 horse shit we're about to expect or is going to happen if it when and if the Republican gets in there next. So what's it gonna be? They're gonna derail trains. They're gonna, you know, bomb Disneyland. I mean, what do they have planned? I don't know. Obama might know. He might because he probably thinks it's politically correct to know that stuff and to not actually share, but to let it happen. You know, and don't say anything to the Republicans except we're gonna blame the Republicans for this horse shit. So one of the things that they said that I wanted to say and share with people on here about the 9/11 Commission and what some of the people are saying is that they cut the thing off, but see, they're trying to say that Bush did it to cover his 6 o'clock. He was only president for 9 months, and I believe if Bush had it stopped and cut off for anything, it was just so that he could save Bill Clinton from looking like the most complete bubbling boob idiot buffoon that's ever been the president of America. You're talking about bumbling a ball and fumbling that shit right to the fucking enemy. Pardon my French, my freedom, but that's the truth. It's the absolute truth. So you have these guys. I double flippo dare you to tell that conspiracy, inaccurate, lying bullshit that the World Trade Towers was an inside job and it was brought on and you know what do you say harassed or however you say you know perpetrator or whatever designed by our government. 9/11 was not. It was a complete catching off guard. It caught Bush off guard, and it caught every other American right off guard with the way that America had been run politically for 8 years before George Bush was able to come in and obviously see things that he truly had to go and fix. So, anyways, back to the commission. They want to say that it was Bush was trying to hide something or something himself. All I can tell you is it pointed to the Bill Clinton presidency so much that the only thing I can think of if George Bush was trying to cover anybody's butt, it was Bill Clinton because the thing had already the 9/11 Commission is a thick ass book. It's this much. So they want to say, oh, they stopped it short of what? This fucking much? What it, you know, what more do you want out of this freaking thing to know? That you need to freaking understand that it was a Democrat Party thing to cause problems in society. Never let a crisis go to waste. So you have some vote for going into Iraq. some didn't, and right now up to this point, they're all, you know, beating dog mad, freaking crazy mad at Bush. I mean, but whenever they see Bush's ass, when they go see Mr. Bush, they're like, "Hi, Mr. Bush. Can I kiss your sweet ass, Mr. Bush?" And then whenever they leave Mr. Bush, they're like, "Oh, that backstabbing traitor. He's a blah blah blah." All because they're loyal to an idea of a fundamental government takeover of everything, like a tidal wave come in and go smash your economy, smash your system, smash all your infrastructure, like your jobs, and then your roads and everything else corrodes because nobody cares. But I believe in America. I believe that we're stronger than that. I believe that we can prevail from all of this. But anyhow, it just greatly disappoints me that people in this country are allowed to talk so much crap. And this is definitely for you people that talk so much smack that people are just like sick of it. They're sick of the bullshit. They're sick of lying about our enemies attacking us, setting us up. The Democrats not having our back as far as real homeland security thing goes and would operate if it really intended to keep its citizens safe and not put in harm's way and in jeopardy over and over and over again. Look at this Obama guy. He's like, "Oh, I'll just keep doing these liberal Democrat, full-fledged Democrat things, you know. Oh well, they'll let me do it." And he's like, "They'll let me get away with it, and they won't might not even notice. They might all the people that are enough that it'll take to keep telling lies about 9/11 and stuff like that. That it was American policy. The only policies that I seen prior to 9/11 was maybe you can go back to maybe they had a problem with Ronald Reagan or something, but I see a problem with the Democrats when they were in office or whatever. They allowed our securities and everything to go haywire, taking disarming military recruiting stations. I mean, who does that? Who does that unless they have bad intentions? So all around. I mean, I don't have to go in depth and into more stuff. And when somebody says something negative about our military, you don't have to have a conversation with that person. It is not time to confront that person. It's time for everybody to realize that that is an idiot and that is somebody that should be ignored. They shouldn't even be talked to, and they don't even listen to that because America is a great place. And if the corrosion and corruption that they keep voting for, these Democrats, were out, completely out of our government, we'd be able to be on the path to restoring it and to be able to fundamentally remove the mob and the mafia out of America. You know, not just the political system. We need all those people to go act normal, live normal lives. If you have an opportunity to get out of it now, get out of it. Otherwise, you know, who else do you think is our enemy? Who else wants to take over with power and will end up greedy and making capitalism look bad? And it's not because everybody's bad in capitalism. They're talking crap about us, people. They're talking crap about us in our capitalist society, in our system, which is the greatest in the world. I don't know what else people want or wish other than being more serious about taking care of Americans' needs first. You know, some the most serious to the most ridiculous last, of course. But do that first. Show people, you know, really the best that you can with what you do, with how you do it, by showing them, not speaking it in particular, on how to feed all those people. Why are we sending money out of this country overseas to feed other people when there are people starving right here. And so we're led away by all of this crap, this garbage that this monster brought with him, this freaking load of horseshit baggage that he's got. Is trying to doom America. So for whatever reason, the ends justify the means. He would allow American children in different places all in America, if they're hungry, they need to have people go and rescue them and not say a word about it, and not sit there and try and boast that, oh, I'm such a great person because I went and fed these people, that it was necessary, otherwise they were going to die. It's just necessary to take care of our people and get it done. You're talking about children, so you're talking about people that maybe you think they're going to develop a difference of opinion politically with you later on, but they're just children now. It has absolutely nothing to do with politics except doing the right thing. And you're not going to get the right thing. You're just going to keep getting this horse shit, cockamamie crap from these people. They're going to talk all this shit, and I doubt their elected Democrat politicians would ever in a million years talk this shit. The closest that they come to saying some shit like that and appeasing to those mouthy pieces of lying garbage is by saying something like Bernie Sanders keeps saying, oh, I voted against the Iraq war. Yeah, these people come over here to kick our ass, and you want us to sit on our hands and get our ass kicked, Mr. Sanders. Mike, the microphone's in your face, sir. I just asked you. You would sit on your hands if another 9/11 happened and you were president. You would want us to just sit there and take it. It was America's fault then, not our enemy that actually means us harm, right? Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So atrocious. But that right there is just about, like I said, about as close as any of them corny pieces of garbage would ever say that George W. Bush caused 9/11 and he's an evil perpetrator, and Dick Cheney made millions of dollars, billions of dollars for his company off of that Solyndra and all this other stuff. Okay, but they weren't trying to spread democracy. And then how come America didn't take the oil? I'm gonna say this on here so I get on the record for saying it. I'm gonna miss a lot of things that I meant to say and I didn't get to intentionally say it. So you're gonna have us all believing that we shouldn't have got into Iraq because some hippies told you. Oh, now since that you all voted 86%, 80 whatever high percent of the majority of the people in America, back whenever they used to ask America and Americans as a whole group, hey, what do you think about this? All 80%, something 87% said let's go to war against Saddam Hussein. So you have now, since we went in there, now you got the small, maybe under half of a 1%, or not even that, or a quarter of a 1%, or even less, maybe like something like minute amount of people that are able to come out, charged by saying politically, insinuating, or actually blatantly saying, that, oh, we can't take those people's oil because it's a war for oil. Well, we went and defeated their dictator, and plus we probably wouldn't end up keeping their oil resource forever. We need to use it to pay the war off, to pay the debt off. But if you knew anything about American government, you would know that debts are important to have for your government to do trades and function with other people in other countries. But it is actual horseshit to abuse that and to outlandishly tax people without representing the people. So that's basically who you're voting for and what what you're voting for is. When you're voting for the Clintons or even Bernie Sanders, I believe, because he sounds a lot like Jimmy Carter, actually. With Obama, all we've had this whole entire time, and nobody can argue it at all, is that we had a guy that didn't represent me, came to tax me and make all of these rules against me that we won't follow, that we're going to nullify and undo every single one of them. Because you don't represent Americans, you don't represent us as a country. You represent something or somebody else. And whenever you do represent certain Americans here, you only do it to cause problems, to cause maybe people to throw you into a real dictatorship so that people are in martial law or something like that. I do really seriously want to know where the guy's impeachment document petition for common people out here to sign. If you had something like 80 million people sign a petition, the petition to remove Obama from office, in support, in conjunction with the Congress doing it, then you would have two bodies of the government, the people, in the government itself from Congress, that would be able to act on it right away. So I'm just letting people know that you could. The only thing that they could probably do is have a counter petition to see if they would try to stop us from impeaching him and ultimately removing him from office ASAP because of all of the crimes that they have committed. Him, Biden, and any other Democrat. Let's remove them all out of power, all out of office, everywhere in the whole country. Just vote them all out in a petition, a signed petition. That would be very interesting. It would be like voting them out, but it would be a petition. They could probably do, like I said, a counter petition thing, and then you would have to balance to see exactly. Obama has only split the country up like that from the very beginning. The guy wrote so many things and actions against us, his pen ran out of ink. It took me like probably, I'd say a couple weeks or a couple months maybe, of using this blue pen that I had. I used this blue pen. I like this blue pen. I used it, and used it, and used it until the ink ran completely out. You could see through the thing. I was using it pretty thoroughly. So anyhow, I know what it's like, Obama, to have your pen run out of ink, but not in 2 days. For crying out loud. I wonder if his arm was sore after that. He had to go shake it off with a couple rounds of golf. But anyhow, I'm gonna go with that. But I Double-Flipple Dipple-Dog Dare Obama to say 9/11 was a government conspiracy led and directed by the George Bush administration. I dare you